Hey guys, thanks for joining me in the shop today. Today we're talking Postwar F3s by Lionel. The first one we're going to start with is we're going to talk about the Lionel 2343 Santa Fe's. This was made from 1950 until 1952. The Santa Fe's is an iconic Lionel piece, especially from Postwar. Everybody recognizes this. I always have these in the shop, and people come in, they're always like, oh my gosh, I remember that. And they just fell in love with the war bonnet paint scheme. They call this the war bonnet paint scheme. The passenger colors were red with silver, where the freight colors were blue and yellow. And they actually did a blue and yellow set in the early '93 time period. But the 2343 Santa Fe's was made from 50 to 52. They did make a B unit. These came in a double A set. So they did make a B unit that went in between, and those were made from 50 to 55, 1950-55. The unique thing about the early post-war F3s, the 2343s and then the New York Central 2344s, is the early ones had the grab bars in the front. That's how you can tell an early one. They also had the screens on top, where if you look at a later post-war F3, the screens have like these little notches in them. So there's a way Lionel probably went about cost cutting. So the early ones had, they call them the screens. So when you hear that term, that's what they mean. There's actually like a little metal screen in there. So then they also had the portholes with glass and the steps by the door, where the later versions, like this New Haven, does not have the portholes. So Lionel was doing things obviously to cut costs. These don't have actually the glass, they're not drilled with glass in them. So again, the early F3s, your 2343 and your 2344s had the dual two-piece horn was another thing versus the solid one-piece. So as Lionel produced these, they started looking at ways to cut costs, and some of the ways to cut costs was obviously take some of the handrails off of it, the ladders, the portholes, the screens, and that was a way for them to save a little bit of money as time went on. But yeah, the 2343's classic Lionel piece. They were dual motored with magnet traction, and like I said, then you could pick up a B unit between 1950 and 1955. So you would run an ABA. A lot of times you see these run with the, they did come in freight, even though they were painted with passenger colors. But a lot of times you see them running with the Silver Dawn, Silver Bluff, those the big aluminum passenger cars. We'll cover that also. So great piece, very very dependable, quality, A+ on this. One thing you have to look for when you're looking at these to purchase is a lot of times you'll see the stairs broke off the back. And they are, that's an easy repair. They're riveted to the frame. You also want to check obviously you want to check to see if the screw holes that screw the cab to the frame is busted. And then obviously when you look at the B unit, or the A, you want to check the horn for acid damage from the battery. So if you look at all those, they're a good unit. Very dependable quality piece. So I hope you learned something, and in time we're probably going to do the 2344 New Haven next, and we're just going to go through the post-war F3s and all the way up into the modern era. Hey, thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe to my page. I'd appreciate it. If you're ever in Akron, Ohio area, I'm about 15 minutes to the west. I'm in Norton, Ohio. It's Rob at Stop Time. You can call me 330-825-4206. And remember, Lionel is investment in happiness. Thanks, guys. Happy model railroading. Thanks.